Hello student, myself Digeshwari dewangan, guest lecturer, Department of Commerce, Government GSG PG College, Balod. My subject is Marketing Research, Unit 3rd, and my topic is Types of Sales Forecasting. So let's start. Meaning of sales forecasting. है ना? What is the meaning of sales forecasting? So sale forecast is the estimate of amount of sale to be expected for a item, product or products for a future period of time. Expect the industries based on job orders. Almost all the enterprises produce in advance to meet the future requirement. Thus, accurate sales forecasting is essential for a enterprise to enable is to produce the required number of items at right time. It further make arrangement in advance for raw material, machine and manpower, etc. According to the American Marketing Association, sales forecast is defined as an estimated on American Marketing Association, an estimate of sales in dollar or physical unit for a specified future period under a proposed marketing plan or program and under an assumed set of economic and other forces outside the unit for which the forecast is made. Need for sales forecasting. Sales forecasting. So number first, the management of the enterprise can take decision regarding operation planning, scheduling, production programming and inventories of various types, physical distribution and operating profit on the basis of sales forecast. Second, long-term sales forecast can help in deciding investment need for sales forecasting. The management of the enterprise can take decision regarding operation planning, scheduling, production programming, inventories of various types, physical distribution and operating profit on the basis of sales forecast. Manufacturer consumer relation between producer and consumer in earlier days. Second, long-term sales forecast help in deciding investment proposals. Third, sales forecasts are essential to make proper arrangement for training the manpower in its own unit or sending them to other industries in the country or abroad to meet the future need of एक्सपर्टीज जो एक्सपर्ट्स हैं एक्सपर्टीज. ठीक है. सेल्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डीलर्स. थर्ड नीड्स प्रोडक्शन sales distribution dealer consumer R&D. So relation separated between manufacturer and customer in modern industry. Types of Types of sales forecasting. There are two types of sales forecasting. First, short term forecasting. Second, long term forecasting. So, first, short term forecasting. It may be defined as forecasting done for a relative shorter period. मतलब short period. The period may be 1 month to 1 year depending upon the nature of the product. Generally, this type of forecasting is done for a period of 1 year, but if the market demand fluctuates, forecasting might be done only for a short period. Purpose of short term forecasting. Purpose of short term forecasting. First, production policy. By knowing the future's demand, the decision regarding production policy can be taken so that there is no problem of overproduction and short supply or input material. Next, material requirement planning. Material requirement planning. By knowing the future demand, the availability of right quantity and quality of material could be ensured. Purchase procedure. Purchase procedure. The purchase program could be decided depending upon the material requirement. Inventory control. Inventory control. Proper control in inventory could be ensured so that inventory carrying cost in minimum or optimum. Equipment requirement. Equipment requirement. The decision regarding procedures of new equipment in view of the capacity and capability of the exciting equipment can be taken. Next, manpower recruitment. Manpower requirement. The decision regarding recruitment of extra labor on full-time or part-time could be taken. Next, finance. Finance. So the arrangement of fund for purchase of raw material, machine and parts could be made. So purpose of short-term forecasting. Next, long-term forecasting. The forecasting that covered a considerations period of time such a 5, 10, 20 years is called long term forecasting. The period no doubt depend upon the nature of business of types of the products the firm engaged in manufacturing. If sorry In many industries like steel plant, petroleum refinery or paper mills, where the total investment for the requirement infrastructure in quick high long term forecasting is needed. Purpose of long term forecasting. Purpose of long term forecasting. First, to plan for the new unit of production or expansion of the exciting unit or of lines of production or shut down of the exciting unit depending upon the level of demand. Second, to plan the long-term finance requirement for various needs. Next, to make proper arrangement for training the personnel so that manpower requirement to desired expertise can be met in future. Criteria for a good sales forecasting techniques. There are many forecasting techniques, each having its one advantage and limitations. The जो है suitably of any method basically dependent on the potential consumer and the nature of the product. The important role which quality and quantity of information play in selection of the sales forecasting techniques can be neglected. In general, an organization or enterprise may utilize several forecasting techniques to anticipate the future demand of product and or service. Criteria for a good forecasting method may depend on any or all the following factors. First, time available for analysis. Second, availability and accuracy of past data about the product. Next, cost of developing and employing the forecast method. Next, degree of accuracy expected for the forecast. Complexity of various factor influencing future operation. Next, length of forecast period. Thus, in view of the factor above, the method of forecasting should be evaluated in terms of its practical application and cost. So, cost various benefit of the techniques is a critical issue for the management. Shall help is determining the best use of data available to meet the real requirement and applying costly method that provided greater accuracy.